Sorry, I missed the start there. I was taking notes. Hang on a moment. Just turned off my YouTube page. That was the nature sounds you heard there. Okay, Kate Sweet Blue, Uncover the News. Linda Barurian, how you going? How's the night going over there in whatever part of the US you are? If you're in the US, I know not everyone is. Yeah, I hope everything's going okay. Pentagon is not happy with Trump. I'll do my little normal calling occupants. I like to do that. Hi, Christina Garcia. While we're waiting for some more people to join us, I've had a few more people subscribe, and I've had some comments from people I haven't seen comments from before or seen their names in the subscription. So I'm going, as well as welcoming everyone who has subscribed, and if I don't read out your name, it's just because it didn't appear in a, not everyone's name registers on Gmail and all that. So anyway, Rosby, Ruby 2657, Ms. Linda 412, Barbara F, Amby for Life, Alton L S, and that's ALTON, Cecilia M, Tiger T, Virginia H, Sandra F, Mari M, J.A. Myers, Babetto, and Millicent. The last few they had comments. So hi Larry girl, hi Debbie Ann. So welcome to all those people and everyone else who has subscribed. Thank you very much for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. You might hear extra noises today because my husband's out the back putting polish and stuff down on the car. So, but you know, just hang on a moment. Babe, you can walk through here because they won't be able to see you at all, okay? If you want to walk through here, and you can fix yourself a coffee and stuff if you need to, okay? You won't be seen at all, that's all. Unless you want to drape a sheet over you and do another ghost appearance. So I just wanted to, because of the new camera angle, I just wanted to remind him that, you know, he's camera shy, as I said, as you know. And I just wanted to let him know that, you know, he can walk freely in and out the door and through the kitchen, and he's not going to be seen. You know, I said unless he wanted to drape a sheet over himself and do another ghost appearance. I might get him to see if I can get him to do that for Halloween. Anyway, lots and lots going on. What town is that, Linda? I think you're in the foothills. You're not in Asheville, are you? I think I've asked you that before. You're a little bit away from Asheville, aren't you, Linda B? You're listening and monitoring. Thank you. I got a comment from somebody about one of my videos where I read out the disclaimer. And yes, it was a disclaimer. I don't want my videos being taken down there for entertainment purposes. Please remember to love my bow. Thank you, Debbie Ann. I picked it up the other day. I thought it was nice and bright. And, yeah, 120 minutes from ITT. What's ITT? Oh, from it. All right, so you're 2 hours drive from Asheville. Okay. They were picketing. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I've got a bit of an itchy nose here. You don't need to see me scratching my nose. Yeah. Hi, Mari Martel. And you were the Mari M that I said before. Thank you very much for your comment. And welcome. Now, while we're waiting for some more people, I'm going to go through a list of people I'm going to have a look at today. Boris Johnson, William Barr, the Pentagon in general, how they're feeling about this possible activation of the Insurrection Act. I suppose it's the only invoking of the Insurrection Act. Mark Esper, the Secretary of Defence. As for Trump's remarks in his tweet, I did a video of that last night. I used my phone for that, and the other one was the other one. I did a separate one about his little stunt at St. John's Episcopal Church. Anderson Cooper had the bishop for Washington, D.C. on the bishop for that diocese on, and she was not happy. In fact, she was furious and let rip. And I did a reading of that, of course, on if he's going to lose even more evangelicals, because apparently he's lost quite a lot of support from them. So might be able to go a bit longer today. My husband didn't go. My husband's friend, they swapped weeks, so he's coming up next week. So my husband's here today, but that's not going to stop me. Yeah. So, and I will be doing another, what do you call, Oracle card reading. I'll do that on my phone after I finish here and upload it for Wednesday. Today, my time, I know you guys are still in Tuesday night. And then Sunday he golfed. Yeah. Yep. The whole country is burning and he's out on the golf course. Yeah, what a man. The Democrats tried to get a resolution passed condemning Trump's comments in his speech, and him trying to, hinting at invoking the Insurrection Act. McConnell blocked it. Geez, I'm so surprised. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if McConnell walking around the halls of the Capitol singing under his breath, load up, load up, load up with rubber bullets, Yeah. Whitby! 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 I will, Larry girl, I will tell Whitby that you said hello to him. He is a sweetie. He's excited. His dad's out the back. And yes, so you're probably going to hear a bit from Whitby this morning. Okay, so that's okay, bub. No, don't apologise. Hey, Whitby, Larry girl says hello. Yeah, I saw that mark of yours earlier. Uncover. Hello, crazy cat. How are you? It's gonna be a bit of a hectic, crazy one this morning, but you know what? Hey, sometimes you've got to have a little bit of crazy. And if you guys get a bit of a giggle with me trying to handle a live stream, a barking dog, a curious cat, and a moan and groaning husband, he is honestly, he just rubbing over the car. He's not doing anything else. Then I hope it gives you some light relief and enjoyment. Yes, I'm gonna. Barr ordered the gas and rubber bullets. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I'm going to have a look at Barr. Sometimes I try to go through the news feed. I just open up Microsoft Edge, and it has a news feed as its homepage. And yeah, Jimmy Fallon was saying, "Oh, I'm not a racist." Yeah, he did a sketch in 2000 where he was blackface. He was imitating Chris Rock. Maybe not wise, but you know, if it was done in a good spirit and Chris Rock was okay with it, well, you know, he was doing an imitation of a friend. So Baltimore, apparently they're electing a new mayor. The mayor. So he is a Democrat, and he's going to a primary. Bernard Jack Young, will he get it? Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't say I blame him if he's responsible for what happened there. Those people were not doing anything wrong. They were exercising their right to lawful assembly, and they were pushed out of the way simply so some coward with moon-sized ego could go for a little walk. Instead of, you know, he would have got more props if he'd have gone out and, you know, if the police had said, look, he's going to come out and he, you know, he will wave and talk. And if he'd have gone out and calmly just said hello, spoke to people, you know, and said, you know, I'm sorry that this upheaval was happening, and I'm going to try and do the best and work with the governors to make things better. But no, he had to shove them out of the way. All the bleeping, and then you hear Bill Barr. Was he outside when that was happening, or inside? Was he hiding in the bunker too? Apparently Trump complained that the bunker was dirty. Obama left it dirty. Bullshit. Are you sure you're only out there with the car? I know you love your car, but I didn't think you loved it that much. Very naughty. Okay. Okay, let's get underway. Hi, Lucian. How are you? And we'll look at Sorry, I did everything to get ready except get a few decks down. So you'd probably see me pop up and go and get a couple of decks. Let's have a look at Boris Johnson. He's been having a bit of a rough time. He's aide de camp, I suppose we'd call him, Dominic Cummings, who makes Stephen Miller look warm and fuzzy, broke the rules. So he went for an eye test and they only went for a half-hour drive. Yeah, okay, right. Anyway, Boris is not having a good week, so let's have a little look at what's happening with Boris, will we? I'll just put that. And everyone, for entertainment purposes only. I've got the disclaimer up the front, as always. Yeah, the lights were turned off. Apparently that is unheard of. What a little wiener. I mean, honestly. I can't remember who it was. It was a British comedian. I think it was either Ivo Graham or Jack Whitehall on a program called Mock the Week. Came out with a little rant on why calling a man a pussy is just not an insult, it's a compliment. And and it is funny and it is insightful and it really does show. So don't call Trump a pussy because he's not that strong. Mark. Yes, the darkened White House picture, yeah. It will end up in the Lincoln Project. Hit the like button, yes, please. We've got so many people doing live things all hours, and yeah, I know people are splitting their time and stuff. Debbie Han, hello. Boris Johnson, let's get into it. What's his Knight of Swords? Boris often charges in without thinking. He's in for a bit of a chaotic time. And, you know, people are calling for investigations into Cummings and stuff. The world. He's one of the people that the world watches. And he's aware of it. And he's certainly feeling like he's got the world on his shoulders at the moment. The Emperor. He's feeling like this is his challenge. Okay, so he feels like he's got the world on his shoulders at the moment. His challenge is he's supposed to be the leader in the UK and he is supposed to stand for the rule of law in the UK. But time and time again, he stuffs it up. He's supposed to have a steady hand on the tiller lead by example and stand for the rule of law, and he's struggling to do that. Hey, Alton. What's at the base of this reading for Boris? This is the third major arcana in a row. So this is all pointing to something big going to be going down with Boris. And the third one is the Empress, abundance, possibilities. So many people are still getting sick. People are still dying. Yes, they're slowly coming out of lockdown and stuff, but there's still so much. He's had to deal with so much for the poor lad. And this is interesting because we've got the birds all in the tree. Talk, talk, talk. In Lenormand, the birds stand for talking, chattering, gossiping, whatever. And we've got foxes, sly little things. Yes, it's got all these nature things, but it's got horses, wild freedom, deers, domestic with the goose, with the geese, a deer, butterflies, changes. There's so many bits of symbolism in there. And it's like at the base of this is there's so much that needs to be addressed. Lies, gaslighting that goes on with the birds. People doing the wrong thing, being sly and nasty and doing the wrong thing. The need for change in some areas, but still the need for protection, but the need for people to have their freedom, and the need to keep domestic Britain running, if you know what I mean, keep the gross domestic product up and things like that. And yeah, protection of those who need it. He's got it. He's dealing with all of that, and he's not dealing with it well. An abundance of problems. I don't know if he got outed with Russian money. I will have a look at that after I finish this, okay? Boris Johnson, that is, yeah. Okay. His past actions and how they're affecting now. Yeah, well, it's interesting you should say that. 6 of coins. Loans and debts. Wow. I don't think I really will need to look at the Russian money because it's come up. So I didn't look at that. I was holding that card, but I hadn't looked at it. So, you know. At the moment, what's he feeling at present? Warns. I had all these plans. I want to re-establish my dominion over things. I want to make the right choices and give, you know, and make people see what I want them to see. 2s are often about choices, manipulation, relationships, dominion in the case of wands. He wants to re-establish his firm hold over everything, but he doesn't realise he never really had a firm hold over it, even when he was elected. No. What's in his immediate future? Ooh, a change. Again, it's major arcana. Out of the 6 cards I've dealt, 4 of them have been major arcana. Something big is in the air with Boris. There is a change coming. The end of one thing and the possible start in the other. And this could be the end of something. It could be a vote of no confidence or something. Might have a look next to see if he's going to face a vote of no confidence. So if he does, they could call a general election, which I'm sure the British people would be very happy about. I wouldn't be. Or they can elect a new leader, have a leadership spill. Let's see. What's in his environment? The magician. Now you see him, now you don't. Trying to manipulate things. Trying to make people see what he wants them to see. Again, trying to re-establish his dominion over the country. The magician fools people. He tricks them. He makes people see what he wants them to see. And he takes, he diverts attention from what he's really doing. And he's trying to do that. Again, it's a major arcana. There's some big changes coming up for Boris. Not necessarily good changes. Hi, Kate Sweet Blue. What are other people seeing with regard to Boris? They're seeing someone that they don't trust. He let his own aide break the rules. And he won't heed the calls to sack the man or get him to resign. People see someone they don't trust, someone who is taking from them in some way, stealing from them in some way. Hello, Bubba girl. Come to say hello? Yeah. Yeah, I told you the cat would get curious. Come on, sweetheart. Down you get. There you go. So, yeah, they're seeing someone they don't trust. They're seeing someone who they think has an agenda of his own. This is also the strategy card, a secret agenda card, trying to get away with stuff that they shouldn't be getting away with and letting other people get away with stuff they shouldn't be getting away with. What are Boris's hopes and fears? Oh, he has another agenda that has not come out into the open. He's hoping it won't come out, but he fears that it might. Larry Girl says hello, Cameo. Okay. Here she is. I told you it was going to get a little bit crazy today. Okay, what is the final outcome for Boris? Movement. Swift movement. A change, travel. This can also indicate a change of place, and swiftly and suddenly. Okay, that's all really interesting, isn't it? And I still can't find who pills, so I might have to call the vet and see if I can get some more. Anyway, so that's really interesting about for Boris Johnson. He's got something big in the wind. I'm going to put the cards back in and shuffle the deck again. So just spread them out. I'm going to have a look and see if Boris is going to be facing a vote of no confidence within his party. I think you only have to face it in your party, don't you? Or I don't, yeah. It's a little bit different in England, where the party members vote for you to be their leader. It sort of happens like that here in Australia. But we vote for a party, we don't vote for an individual. So, is Boris Johnson Is Boris Johnson is he going to face a vote of no confidence? UK opens citizenship door to Hong Kong. Well, that's nice. I mean, they had that lease on Hong Kong for 100 years or 99 years, and you know, there's a lot of ties between UK and Hong Kong, and so I hope that it's nice that they're doing that. Is Boris Johnson going to face a vote of no confidence? Ooh, the tower. Two of cups, that's a yes. People are talking about it. Three of swords, stab in the back. That's a no, but, you know, I don't just take it that easily. Five of Wands, there's conflict. They're talking about it in his party. The Devil, that's a no. Seven of Cups is maybe. Knight of Wands, yes. Eight of Swords, no. Death, no, he's not. He's not going to face a vote of no confidence. But there's still some big changes here. He's got the Devil. He's got conflict within the party. He's got gaslighting. He's got people holding back. King of Cups, emotional instability in the country. Death and change needed. He's painted into a corner. He's got nowhere to go. He's being stabbed in the back. I'm wondering if he's going to resign rather than face a vote of no confidence. So I'll just put those cards aside, including the Tower from the bottom. I'll just put those over here. Reshuffle the deck. So if he's not going to face a vote of no confidence, is he going to resign and have a good cry on the steps of number 10 Dowling Street? If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should see the resignation speech by Theresa May last year. Oh, Kendall Jenner has called for re-election. Gee, that'll make people stand up and take notice, won't it? Okay. Is Boris Johnson going to resign? Ace of Coins, that's a yes. Five of Cups, lost, that's a no, but there's lost. Strength is a yes. Chariot's a yes. No, that's also a movement card. A move, change of place. Lovers is a yes. Talking to somebody. King of Coins is a yes. The Sun is a yes. Oh, lots. Yeah. Five of Swords is a no. His power, acting without honor. It's too embattled. This is the whatever it takes card. The means justifies the end card. Yeah, it's possible he could resign. Not quite immediately. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana cards which indicate a little bit more time. Possibly sometime in July he might resign. Actually, we've got 6, 7, 8. Sometime in the next 3 cards. Sometime in the next 3 months, Boris could resign. So 6 June, 7 July, 8 August. May's already passed, so yep. So Boris might end up resigning in the next few months. I'm wearing a skirt today. You reckon he's not resigning, Dragonfly TV? Wow. We'll see. Certainly doesn't want to, but I think he might give in to pressure. So he could resign. Free will. But he is under a lot of pressure, and there are some major changes coming his way, some major things coming his way. Yeah, time will tell. So that is Boris Johnson. I'm going to have a look now at William Barr. Whitby, what you doing? You telling those other dogs who's boss? Yes, he is. Can I do a reading on Trudeau? Of course I can. Sure. Where's my little list? I had it with me. Maybe that's what fell off. No, I thought something fell off the table. No. Oh, there's my little list. Trudeau. I'll do Barr first and then I'll do Trudeau. What's going on with him? How's Canada going with the cases? COVID-19 and the reaction to what's happening just over the border from them. Hi, Lisa. Lisa Wilkinson. How are you? My hurricane babies. Hurricane babies. Mm-hmm. Remember the thumbs up, people. Thank you. Talking about kittens. Kittens are so cute. Cameo can't have kittens. We got her done. The dog hasn't been done because James refused to have it done. He said, my dog's not losing his. Anyway, Barr. What's going on with William Barr? I'll do an overview with him, which is the 7-card one. I haven't seen many other readers on my channel in the last few days. I wonder if I'm on the outer with them. Oh, well, if I am, I am. I don't know why I would be, but Okay, William Barr. What's going on with William Barr? But I do understand I'm a bit late for some people too. I could try and move my broadcast forward an hour. Might start moving them forward to 8 a.m. my time, or 8:30, something like that. Okay, William Barr. What's going on with him? Well, he's a fool. What he did, if he was indeed ordered those crowds being moved like that, that was a really, really foolish and stupid thing to do. This is the fool in its most base terms. Idiot move. He's becoming increasingly isolated. What's influencing him at the moment? Health. This is the Queen of Cups, medication. To me, Queen of Cups, I just saw that and I saw health, emotional imbalance, health, medication. He's not, his health is going downhill. What's over his head? Well, he has painted himself into a corner that he cannot get out of. If there's proof that he is the one who ordered what happened with the troops, who made it happen, he could be facing impeachment. Because it's being declared as an abuse of power. His immediate future, strength. He's going to need to be strong. And he's going to all I needed was Cameo walking in front while James was moaning and the dog was barking. Yes, I know. No gold toilet. Anyway, Barr's actually gonna, if something major is coming up for him, and that's also indicated by the Hermit as well, major arcana, he's gonna actually have to draw on quite a lot of strength to get through it. What's at the base of what's happening at the moment, at the base of this reading for him at the moment? Knight of Swords. Defense of the people. He did the wrong thing. He didn't think it through clearly. He charged in and said, yeah, boss, I'll make it happen. And now there are people out there who are going to come roaring in defense of the people. And remember that investigations and the truth, determined to get to the truth about the whole episode. His past actions, how they're affecting him at the moment. Hey, look at this. He has been doing stuff that he should not be doing. And I'm not talking about political stuff either. I'm talking about behaviours and patterns that he is repeating that are not good for his health-wise. There's those behaviours and patterns, and of course there's the behaviours and patterns of what he's been doing in the White House. Both of them, double whammy. One's leading to him being medicated. The other one's painted him into a corner. What's the next step for William Barr? Oh, conflict. What's going on there, I wonder? conflict, having to battle conflict. You've got to have to try and find new relationships, build new relationships. It's just personal conflict. I mean, he's already got political conflict all over him. Oh, justice. You're going to have to face justice. His actions have incited more conflict, or will continue. This is the next step for him. So he's going to do something else that's going to incite more conflict. Forge new relationships. And he's going to have to answer for it. I don't know what these relationships be, unless it's forging new partnerships with different parties. Or he's, I think I know what's going to come out. He's already established relationships. More's going to come out about them because he's going to have to face justice. Adam Schiff. Poor old Billy Willie. William Barr. You know, I try not to call people names, but sometimes the naughty angel on my shoulder overcomes that. He's in for a bit of a tough time. Anyway, I'll put those cards aside now. Where did I put the box? Yeah. I think they've had enough of the workout this morning. And I'm going to get another deck down. I'm going to get my 8-coin tattoo deck. Lovely deck. Lovely. Hang on a second. Oh. Whitby! You tell him. Gorgeous deck. Gorgeous deck. I'm just going to double check something with this deck. I think there's 2 10 of Cups. So William Barr's not looking good. Yeah, there are 2 10 of Cups. So I'll put that one aside. Make sure there's no double ups on the star. There might be 2 stars as well. So there's quite a few. This deck comes with quite a few drawing cards, you know. Sketch cards. So I better just make sure I don't double up with those. I love it. The star, you see, so there's 2 star cards as well. So I'll put this one aside. And make sure there's no other double ups. The Wheel, Chariot, the Moon. Temperance. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Right, I think I've got all the double ups out. So, well, I can't say I blame Canada for not wanting to have this sort of stuff going on their doorstep. I don't think Trump's going to try and invade Canada. I mean, I wouldn't put anything past him. He might have the crazy idea, but I think that'll get squashed pretty quick. Woo-hoo-hoo, Eliot Engel, Democratic congressman, caught on cameras on a hot mic saying he wouldn't care to speak about Black Lives Matter protests if he wasn't facing a primary challenge. Oh, I'll have a look at that. Anyway, but first we'll look at Trudeau, and then I'll have a look at Engel. Okay. Okay. Justin Trudeau. Six of Wands, victory. I think that they're getting, they're winning the battle with coronavirus. Oh, but he's got some major changes coming ahead. He's got the death card at the center room. I'm going to do a cross. So he's facing some major changes. This could be his, of course, his marriage. It could be something to do with his party as well. But at the center of this cross for him, what's the major influence on him at the moment is a change. Not necessarily a bad change, but it's the death of one thing and the birth of another, and it is change, the butterfly, rebirth. Maybe it's yeah, so there's definitely big changes coming up for him. His challenge at the moment, King of Cups, is to keep emotional stability within his country. I think citizens near the border especially might be getting quite scared about what's going on just to the south of them. Worried and upset and tense. So he's got his biggest challenge at the moment is not the virus. I think they've pretty well won over the virus. It's helping maintain emotional stability. especially in those areas where, you know, it could spill out, you know, into the border states, the border provinces and stuff. At the base of this reading for him, the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. So far, things have been going pretty well. The stuff they've wanted to happen with battling the coronavirus, it's been happening. It's been going pretty well. I've noticed that I'm slowing down a bit. So I don't know what's going on there, but, you know, it's stuttering a bit. So pretty well, Trudeau has been, the things he's wanted to see happen in his country have been happening. They've been meeting coronavirus. So they've had that victory over that, as much as you can have a victory over something like that. And I think he feels prepared, the country's prepared for another wave and stuff. So having all that happen, and he won the election, of course, which was not that long ago, late last year or something. Hi, Sharon Lee. Hi, James Lee. I'm reading on Trudeau. Sorry if it's stuttering a bit. I don't know what's going on there, but no, there's not much I can really do about that. Okay. Yes, I remember the mass shooting now. Getting over that. So again, that, I think maybe Canada's still a bit jumpy from that as well. So the looting and the violence is, yeah. Now, his past actions, how are they affecting things now? Got the Four of Cups here. I think maybe people have been focusing a little bit too much on the past. There's still this, you know, occasionally pop up the mistakes he made when he was young and in university and stuff, and some of his past actions and in not doing some things and all that. People are looking at that. So he's feeling like people are still judging too much on what's happened in the past and they're not looking towards the future. I think he feels that. Sorry, accidentally gave you guys the bird. Sorry about that. And it's also put him in a bit of a position he doesn't want to be in. I don't know what's going on with the thing today. I'm sorry, I can't. So things, he's feeling that people are still trying to dredge up things from the past to maybe force him to resign or something. I don't know. Maybe there's somebody in his party who's trying to do that. People from Canada might know a bit more about that people are still trying to dredge things up. But he was voted in. And if you have trouble accepting that, well, you know, that's your problem, not his. Yeah, I heard about people being ordered home even though they were in line to vote. That's ridiculous. Anyway, what is playing on Justin Trudeau's mind at the moment? Oh, he's happy. This is all this conflict and everything that's going on down south of the border. And all he's seeing now, and he's getting angrier and angrier, is he's seeing the same patterns from Trump over and over and over, that are destabilizing the US, and it's threatening to spill over and in somewhat destabilize his own country. He's not happy about it. This is Trump and Trump's actions. His repeated pattern of doing the wrong thing. That's dominating his mind at the moment. What's in Trudeau's immediate future? Bit of an anxious time. Yeah, it's to do with the riots and the protest and the riot. Not so much protest, but the riots and Trump, which he's talk of, you know, invoking the Insurrection Act and telling the governors to clamp down on people and get tough on people. It's going to cause not just Trudeau, but Canada a very anxious time in the immediate future. What's in his environment? Strength. He's a strong person, and the people around him are strong. So there's strength and support in his environment, and he'll be able to use that. What are other people seeing in Trudeau? They're seeing someone who can lead them back to a calmer time and a happier time. Not back technologically or economically, but just in terms of being able to enjoy more freedoms, have closer, better relationships, back to pre-COVID. Okay. Hi, Florita Monchita. Welcome. Yes, that's Whitby barking, Debsy. It's been a bit crazy today. I've even got a stuttering camera at the moment. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. What I'm going to do is just stop the camera for a minute and start it again and see if that makes a difference, okay? I don't know if that's made a difference at all. But, yeah. So sorry about the blank screen there for a minute. So other people see him as someone who can lead them back to a calmer time. Okay, what are his hopes and fears? Seven of Cups. He's really hoping that people, especially close to the border, don't buy into all of Trump's crap. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for Trump's gaslighting and then get themselves all tied up and anxious and start demanding actions that really aren't necessary in Canada. He's worried that this feeling of unrest that's been stirred up by all of these unfair deaths and murders, in some cases, not all cases, but in some cases murders. In all cases, unfair deaths and unwarranted deaths, and in some cases just flat out murder. He's worried that this cloud of civil unrest will spill over into Canada, and he's hoping it won't. That people won't buy into it. Not that he thinks it's unwarranted, but it's, yeah. He's hoping that people won't start seeing things in Canada that don't exist. Okay, he hopes that they won't start seeing things in Canada that don't exist, but he's worried that they might. Because that sort of thing can spread. That sort of atmosphere can spread like a creeping mist. And before you know it, can overtake you. And what's the final outcome for Justin Trudeau at the moment? The Hermit. He's probably going to have to take a little bit of time, because he does have this big change coming. And that's probably, I do still think it's his marriage mainly. So he's probably going to have to take a little bit of time and step back a little bit and just not step away, but maybe just go in and take some time to think and determine the next best thing. Sometimes to do that, you have to step away and you have to isolate yourself a little bit in order to be able to shine that light. So he is a beacon of leadership and all that, and he knows he can't leave that behind, and he has to stand out on his own. So that means sometimes he can't take sides. So I think that's more like he knows he's got to sort of stand aside, and whatever his personal feelings about this or that maybe, he can't take sides. So I think this might be, he might be getting calls from people in Canada. I don't know if he's getting calls on people in Canada to punish Trump in some way or another, but he's got to take a step back from that, because that's not going to help the situation. So he's going to have to stand firm and a bit isolated, and from those calls to do something that probably aren't, maybe not in the best interest of Canada. So if he seems a little bit remote, it's because that's what he needs to be in order to make sure he takes the right steps and does not worsen the relationship between Canada and the US more than it already has been worsened by the Mango Mussolini. Okay? So anyway, that is Justin Trudeau. Your brain could use a tune-up, crazy cat lady. Crosswords. I love crosswords. I love playing mahjong. I love quiz shows and panel shows. But not all quiz shows. I mean, I like the ones with the funny bit. I don't like things like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and stuff. I like Pointless from the UK and fun things. Fun things. I like learning. Colouring is a good way to give your brain a tune-up. Visualising, that's always a good way. Ta-da! What's ta-da, Larry girl? Eliot Engel, Democratic congressman, caught on the hot mic saying he wouldn't care to speak about Black Lives Matter protest if he wasn't facing a primary challenge. Is he going to lose his primary challenge and thus lose his seat? Because, of course, those seats come up for re-election every 2 years. That is really, really damaging, not just to himself, but to the Democratic Party as a whole. Is he going to lose his primary challenge? Eliot Engel, Democratic congressman. Hot mic comment. Doesn't exactly look like the most empathetic of people. Looks like a second-rate version of Walt from Breaking Bad. No, I haven't ever seen Breaking Bad. I don't, you know. I have personal objections to glorifying things. But, yeah, he does look like a second-rate Walt. And a third-rate version of Saul from Better Call Saul. That's just his physical appearance. But, oh, he is embattled. Oh, he's just put himself in a much harder position. Is he going to lose his Democratic primary? Oh, burden. I don't know. The Star, yes. Page of Wands, yes. Spoken word about his views has come out. Four of Swords, yes. Well, that's a maybe. Rest, retirement, rest. The Tower. That's a no card, but, you know, I don't just base it on 3 cards. The 8, he's painted himself into a corner. So we've got 2 yeses, a maybe, and 3 no's at the moment. But he's really, really painted himself into a corner with those comments. Ace of Wands, yes, he's going to lose. Knight of Pentacles, yes, he's going to lose. The Sun, yes, he's going to lose. He's going to lose his primary because of those comments. He's undermining his own chances with the Tower. He's painting himself into a corner. The 8 of Swords. The Star, he was so hopeful, but those hopes have just been. Ace of Wands. The party's going to want somebody new. Knight of Pentacles. Somebody who's not so easily swayed. He was too slow to move and to comment. And then when he did, he made the wrong thing. More's going to come out about him, what he really thinks and feels. So, yeah, he's going to lose his Democratic primary. This is, where's this man from? New York. He's from New York. Hell. Being from New York and saying that, New York State, I suppose. Idiot move, Eliot, but perhaps you shouldn't be in the position you're in anyway, if that's how you feel. Some people are just idiots and do themselves in. Hi, Becca. How are you? Sweetheart, I have to say, I saw your video with Ona last week where you were so open about how you were feeling and everything. And so brave to get out there in such a public forum and reach out and let people know that it's okay not to feel okay. I am so proud of you. Desiree Robita, hello. So I am, hi Greta. So Becca, I am so proud of you. And it was just so amazing what you did. And I think it's probably, are you in bed again? And Becca, are you in bed again? Eating? Yeah. So anyway, now we've had a couple of blow-ins as far as Trudeau was a blow-in on my list, and then Eliot Engel, when I saw that headline, I had to look more. Oh, honey, do not, Becca, honey, do not apologise for being upset about this and about this whole situation. Okay? Do not ever apologise. for doing something that's showing how upset you were and showing how hard, and I could see you were having a hard time with some of it. And it was just, and Ona was amazing. Hi, Eunice. So it was, yeah. It's okay to feel pissed off about the way things are going over there. And this is to all of you. It is okay to feel angry. It is okay to feel betrayed. It is okay to feel that what do we have to do to have leadership at the federal leadership that is worth a damn. Leadership in the White House that is worth a damn. It is okay to feel that. And it is okay to voice your frustration and in some cases your anger. Of course, it's not okay to go out and burn and pillage and loot. But it is okay to feel those things. It is okay if you're not handling it and you're feeling down. It is okay to say that. And if saying that, and it is okay to say, I can't handle it anymore on my own. I need help. Don't think that you're going to come across as weak. Don't think that you're going to come across as someone who cannot handle a crisis situation. You won't. It is the people who are weak and the people who can't handle a crisis are the ones who just keep letting this man get away with it. Anyway, my darlings, let's get back to the Pentagon. How are the Pentagon feeling about Trump and his, I'm going to call in the military, blah, 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 and about his little Rose Garden speech or whatever it is. From what I saw of his speech, he made one or two seditious statements. You're going to have to be careful. Mentioning the Second Right Amendment and then mentioning the militia, encouraging words to militias. That's sedition. He's an idiot. James Lee, what state are you in? The Pentagon. Becky, you have to, I don't know if you've been watching, but it's been a bit crazy the first hour. Indiana, okay. The Pentagon. Page of Cups. They were really, really surprised to hear Trump say that, because nobody had said anything to them about the possibility of him invoking that act. They're not happy. They're not happy. Queen of Swords. They want someone to answer their questions. They're investigating it. This investigation. They have got their own people to investigate if in fact he can do this. Eunice, I did a reading on the evangelicals last night after the stunt outside St. John's Church. So it's was loaded last night. You can go and have a look at that and you can see what I came up with for that. Okay, so I think they just want to cut ties with Trump. That's what they want to do. Obviously, it's not an easy thing to do, but I think they feel that this is the beginning of the end as well. They're actually got their own people investigating if Trump can do this. The world, they know the world is watching them. They know it. Not just Trump, but them. Them, people in the Pentagon. The Ace of Swords. Yep, launching it. They more investigations. They're going to find more to look at. The Tower. That's just it's just undermined their relationship with the White House even more. They're not happy. The Pentagon are not happy. Temperance. They're going to now have to try and find a new balance. A new balance, a new way of dealing with him. Yet again. Here's Cameo again. Oh, sweetheart. Oh, God. Goodness me. Where are we? Relationships being undermined. Even more investigations. They're going to start even more investigations. They are so unhappy. They are so unhappy. Have no doubt of that. It's undermined their relationship with him again. Yeah, I've gone through that. The Lovers. Again, they're going to have to try and find a way to maintain a relationship with the White House. They can't cut it off. What did Cameo type? She didn't actually type anything, thank heavens. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have the cursor in the comment thing, otherwise she might have. So yeah, they're going to have to find that new balance and find a way to maintain that relationship with the White House because they know he's not going to last. The Hierophant, they're talking to other areas of government, probably Congress, to see what can be done. Talking to Congress to see what they can be done. Not the Senate. I think they're talking to House of Representatives. See what they can do. Yeah, I think they're talking to Congress about what they can do to stop him doing that. They know that if he does that, it's just going to lead to pain and loss. So the Pentagon are not happy at all with Trump. They are pissed. Cover girl, what do you think of the Mango Mussolini? She's sitting up there on top of the desktop. So the tower, the computer tower. Hey? She can't even be bothered to move a muscle. Not worth the effort of even movement. That's what she thinks. Now, Mark Esper, the Secretary of Defense. I know that the General isn't happy about being roped into that little stunt. Mark Esper says he's not, but hello, Miss Lady. I haven't seen your name here before. Welcome. Thank you for joining us for the last part of the reading. I might push it a little bit past 2 hours today, but not too much. So. Have you seen Sheila's haunted deck? The Ace of Pentacles is a little voodoo doll holding a little pentacle coin. And for her, it's Trump feeling isolated. Okay, so Mark Esper. What's in the ether for Mark Esper? The ether for Esper. It is here in Western Australia. It's 10:26, closing in on 10:30. But over on the East Coast, it is 12:30 on the East Coast, and I think 12 o'clock Central Time. Oh, 4 officers were shot in St. Louis, Missouri. Marjorie Lara, hello. What circumstances was that? Who were they shot by? That's not going to help the situation. Yes, Trump did overreact in response. Washington protesters pretty apart from that night where they set a church on fire, which is something I'm sure that they're not feeling very proud of. Not too bad. Yeah, they've been pretty well. Leah Michelle. Nothing against her, but I've never really been able to. She's been a little bit nasty to the black co-host or something. Oh well. Yeah, I'll have a look. I might use the Kipper cards to see how long these things may last. And I am going to do oracle reading on my phone after I finish here. And I have a couple of longer videos set to load up. One was the promised one. Oh, it's starting to do it again. One was the promised one on Gretchen Whitmer, and a deeper look at Val Demings. Surprising things came out with that. The other one is Melania Trump versus Jill Biden. I wasn't planning to do that. I was just planning to do Melania, and I did Melania without doing maybe Ivanka. Well, how about I see how her reading stacks up against the reading for Jill Biden? So what's going on there? I'm going to just switch the camera off again for a little second. You'll hopefully still hear me. Da da da. Oh please, oh please. Do 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 do. I hope that's not copyright. Anyway, Mark Esper. What's going on with Mark Esper? I dream of Jeannie. I've had first time ever I've had my camera sort of start It could just be a lot of people on the net or something. So, yeah. Hello, Susan Allies. Thank you. Welcome to Footprint. Oh, okay, Mark Esper. Oh, this is The Wheel, number 13. That is The Wheel, isn't it? Got a complete blank. No, not in this. That's 10. 13 is... So what is this? 8. No, it's 8. 8. Oh, 8 of Wands. Jeez. I don't know why I called it the Wheel. It's not. It's the 8 of Wands. These are wands. Look, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I probably got about 3 hours sleep. So. 8 of Wands. Movement. Change of place. Happening quickly. Out in the cold. 5 of Pentacles. Oh, I think he's on his way out. Let's have a look what else is happening with him. Oh, conflict. Conflict. Dash, bang. I don't think he's happy with Trump. He's not happy with Trump. I mean, he put a big foot wrong earlier, and now Trump's pulled him into this conflict and pulled the Pentagon into this conflict, and he's not happy with the stunt. He's been trying to establish a new, better relationship with the Pentagon and with the military. He was the one who made that disastrous speech about Crozier on the USS Teddy Roosevelt. Is that correct? That was Esper, wasn't it? Or was that the guy who was acting in place? Becky, you might know. Can you tell me? It was Esper the one who made that disgusting speech on the Roosevelt? And I don't want to upset you about it because I know how much anyway, he's been trying to establish a new relationship with the relationship with the military and the Pentagon. He's been working to do that. And what he's done is just set him back. It's like he's on his last life, basically. So he feels like he's had chance after chance after chance, and it's been blown either by his own actions or by Trump's. And he feels like he's down to his last chance to get this right. And Trump is just, judgment. He feels like he's going to be judged on what happens next. I don't think he put that idea into Trump's head at all. I think somebody else did. He doesn't want it. The hangman, sacrificial lamb. I think he's going to end up getting turfed. I think it's what Trump's little stunt did. the speech and Trump's little stunt has, he's protested to Trump about it. And I think the Wheel of Fortune, it was bound to happen. What number is this for Secretary of Defense? And feeling the burden and yeah. Wow, he might even talk. Orator, news. He might even talk to Congress. He feels like a large part of the judgment is going to come down on him. But I don't, he does, and he feels like he's going to be thrown under a bus. I think he accepts it was bound to happen. He took on the burden of the job. And he might be talking to Congress afterwards. So that is Mark Esper, the Secretary of Defense. He's not a happy chappy. Now, I've gone through my list. What's Barr supposed to go to Congress about? Nadler cut $50 million from the DOJ. Wow, that's drastic. Strongly worded letter to Esper. What was the strongly worded letter to Esper about? From the person who'd resigned, or? Yeah, Esper is under fire. He's been far from a good Secretary of Defense. But, so Congress has caught him. Secretary of the Navy. Oh, right. Okay. Wow. Let's have a look. Why has Barr been called to Congress? Why has Congress called Barr? When did they do that? When did they call Barr to come in? About the Mueller report, you think? Okay. Is he being called to Congress about the Mueller report? Whose pretty little ass are you talking about there? Anyway. Being called into Congress. Why? Is it about the Mueller report? Does anyone know if they got Hope's of it? Hope Hicks. Okay. I haven't looked at her in a while. Guess the House Judiciary. Yeah, he is. So is it about the Mueller report? Hydrogen, that's Congress. Queen of Cups, that's a yes. Temperance is a yes. Barr tempered the Mueller report, meaning reduced its impact. Deliberately, Knight of Swords, Nine of Coins, Two of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Justice, Strength, Eight of Coins. Yes, it is. It's about the Mueller report. I did a reading quite a while ago, and there was some detail that had come up, and my interpretation was there's some detail that had come up, and Barr was getting ready to get people to further investigate this detail, and then wham, it was shut down. So the White House had an inside man on that team, and I think that detail is going to come out, and there's going to be new investigations arising out of it, and quickly. It's a really strong report. Don't let anyone tell you differently. And there's a lot of things that are going to come out that people are going to have to be brought to justice over. Barr can no longer sit pretty and manipulate the situation and temper it. The Queen of Cups. Again, it's a form of tempering, calming the situation down, medicating it, putting a Band-Aid on it. That's what Barr did. He put a Band-Aid on it and hoped that it would hide the rot that was happening. Yeah, it's about the Mueller report, and that detail that Mueller was just about to get ready to investigate is going to come up again, and they're going to start investigating it. Yeah, Susan Alley, she can't gas Trump. You just create a bigger gas balloon. And I know most of it's rhetoric, but, you know. SCOTUS. No, I haven't seen about the. I don't have Twitter, so Epstein. Is Epstein going to come up and haunt everyone again? And how does SCOTUS see all of this? All of this meaning the protest and the looting. How does SCOTUS see it? Let's have a look. What is all of this? Will that influence their decision? Can I get a clarifier, Marjorie Letter, on what you mean by all of this? Oh, have you guys seen Space Force on Netflix? It's so funny. Yes. So yeah. So how does SCOTUS view the riots, the looting, the Chariot? They see it as out of control, basically. The Chariot, if you don't have a firm grip on it, it gets out of control. They see that they're viewing law enforcement's grip on these sorts of behaviours shown by these officers and many others was not, there was no control over these sorts of behaviours. And so that's how it all got out of control. If you don't, on a Chariot, if you don't maintain firm control on those horses, they can get away from you. King of Pentacles, they are not happy with Trump. I think they're fearing he's going to sacrifice the rule of law. The magician. Now you see him, now you don't. Manipulation. They see Trump trying to manipulate the situation. Three of Swords. I think they feel that the rule of law has been betrayed by these officers and others, and that Trump is also betraying that in some way. I don't know how, but they do. I just get that feeling. They feel that this was bound to happen at some stage. Reap what you sow. If you do not weed out the bad, if you don't dig the weeds out of your garden, they're going to take over and cause problems. That's the Seven of Pentacles. Strength. They will come down strong if they need to, if they're required to. They will stand for the truth. They feel that betrayal again, stabbed in the back, because they are the ultimate upholders of the law in the United States, and they feel that these officers are betraying them as well as the people and stabbing them in the back, and that Trump is also doing that. That's interesting. This is pretty gory. You can see the severed hands being stuck on the swords. They feel like Trump's trying to wrest something from their control. Most of them do. Kavanaugh's probably just joined McConnell walking along the halls of whatever building, going load up, load up, load up with rubber bullets, you know. But they're really feeling betrayed, SCOTUS, and just not just by the actions of these officers and the continued actions of officers who do the wrong thing, but by Trump and his rhetoric and his seditious rhetoric. And I'm going to call it as I see it. I see what he's saying when he ties Second Amendment with militia in a sly call on them. That's sedition. Four of Wands. They're hoping for minor celebrations and homecoming. What does that mean? Tell me. What does that mean? Hoping for minor celebrations and homecoming. Seven of Pentacles. Again, reap what you sow. Assessing. The Chariot. Okay. Again, they're hoping that by people stopping thinking and assessing their actions, they can stop this out of control. These out of control nights and stuff. And they'll be able to settle down. Go home, celebrate and be with people. Start working in groups to do the right thing, not the wrong thing. Maintain control, to maintain control. They're hoping that they'll be able to, that America and them will be able to celebrate people going home again and staying in their homes, not going out and really assessing their actions, working together to retain control, to regain control of their society. Oh, yeah, there was something, I saw a headline about some post on Facebook with Trump. I'll have a quick look at that. So weird looking, Zuckerberg. Oh, I just saw a Trudeau lost for words over Trump's military threat. Yeah. What did Trump do? Trump post. Oh, he posted on Trace that Twitter one when the looting starts, the shooting starts. That, you know what? He can't even come up with his own original racist rhetoric. I mean, hi, Jerry Solaris. BLM. Oh, Black Lives Matter. Yeah. Yeah. He can't even come up with his own original racist rhetoric. Hi, J.A. Myers. Hey, yeah, sweetie. I'm still broadcasting, darling. Okay. Would I mind that? Yeah, Becca, I can do that. I have to go and hop on YouTube itself to do that, but I can do that as soon as I finish. Yeah, if Becca wants me to, I'd be happy to do that. Pelosi has been seen using the Bible in its fullest purpose, in the right way many times. So, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I've had a bit of buffering. I've stopped the camera a couple of times and restarted it today. Yes. Yes, I think the House does need to go back into session, but whatever they do, McConnell's going to block it. So I think they feel a bit. She was mocking Trump today. If people have joined late, I can tell you that the Episcopalian bishop for the diocese, the Washington DC diocese, is not very happy. She is, in fact, furious, as she said in her own words, that Trump used St. John's Church, Episcopal Church, as a means of a photo op. He did not ask permission, and she would not have given him permission to do it. So, yeah. And if you want to hear more about that, I did a post about that last night, and it's there. Yeah. Okay, Becca, I will go and do that and make you a moderator. And I think Deb Z asked quite a while ago if she could be a moderator. I can do that too. Larry, would you like me to give you a break from moderating? We've had, apparently we've had protests in some of our major cities about what's happened over in the US. Bunker boy. So what was the other question? There was another question that I was going to answer. There was SCOTUS and then something else. Hi, Tiger West Jones. Welcome. I haven't seen your name before, so welcome so much. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, he's decided to declare Antifa a terrorist organisation, not realising that Antifa stands for anti-fascist. They might try it, but they've already, McConnell's already sanctioning Trump. McConnell's already blocked a vote to censure him. He could be sanctioned in the House of Reps, I guess. So let's see if the House of Reps are going to sanction him. But it's just I've got to go back a little bit. Epstein, that's the other thing. Yeah. There's more going to come out about Epstein. But first we'll see, is the Congress going to sanction or censure? Is the House of Reps going to sanction or censure Trump over his comments, tweets and comments? I think I'll swap cards after this one. Can only do a couple more. How did I manage that, Deb? I have no idea, Jackson. I made it so that your things come up. Oh my goodness. How did I do that? Oh my goodness, how do I get rid of this? I know. How do I get rid of them? I told you it's crazy today. What do I do? How do I get rid of them? Oh my goodness. Good. That is good. Can somebody help me with getting the comments off the screen? Yeah, it's hiding my face. No, it's not. It's Cameo. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Click upper right. You have no idea. I didn't touch my keyboard. Remove from stream. No. It's something I did. I don't know what I did. You know, I'm not even going to try and sort it out at the moment. Escape. Okay, escape. No. I just leave it. Oh my God, I forgot what I was going to talk about. Oh, rewind. Can somebody please remind me what I was going to talk Try all the F keys. Oh, that just brought up a new. Oh, look, I'll sort it out later. Comments. Banners. Look, I'm going to have to wrap it up soon. So, hey, look, when things go boobies up, tits up, they go tits up. You just got to. Click on the blank comment section. Where's that? I'm not even going to bother. I can't remember what I was going to read on. Oh, can somebody remind me? Stay out of your wine. Yeah. Okay. Look, my darlings, I'm going to have to go soon. I'm sorry, I cannot remember what I already had to go back once and find out what it was. I'm sorry, whoever asked it. Well, they do stop. If they get back, if they do bad things and get kicked off the force, they do lose their pension anyway. So, yeah. Was it the act? Sanctions. Thank you. Will Congress sanction, or what was the other word I used? Whatever. Yeah. Will Congress sanction? Will the House of Reps sanction Trump? They're thinking about it. King of Wands, steady leadership, compassion, what's needed at the moment. That's Adam Schiff, I think. Ace of Cups is certainly talking about it. That's a yes as well. For yes, actions in the White House. Yes. Yeah, they're going to sanction him. I think they know it won't really do much good. They're going to stand their ground, but they know that doing all these things, it's not going to do any good because McConnell will block anything, but they're still going to continue to do them because they feel that is part of their role. A large part of their role is oversight, and that means sanctioning, condemning, or I can't remember the other word. It starts with a C. And don't worry about the banner thingy, Deb C. I think I'm going to do a video on Epstein. I'm going to do a quick reading now using the Kipper cards because I find they're quite good for time. Your daughter does a vital job, Tiger, and you should be proud of her. And I think you are proud of her. So I'm not saying you should be. I'm sure you. I think you are. So she does a vital job. People in authority can't be allowed to go unchecked. So anyway, these riots, how long are they going to last? Oh, wow, that is so amazing. And what a wonderful, wonderful parent you are to give her those opportunities. Tiger, Masters in Sociology. Wow. Do you watch, Tiger, do you watch Lena Rodriguez? She is a PhD in sociology. And she's fascinating. Her and Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. Marianne was a journalist, and they both at times, and sometimes I do it too, put aside the intuitive part and do a bit of analysis. I don't do it as much, but it's fascinating to see them say, right, I'm going to divert here and just go into this little thing to give you more background, and it's great. Have a good night, Mari. Thank you, Tiger. Oh, I'll have a quick look at that too. But first we'll see how long are these protests gonna last. Okay. I'm using the Kipper cards for this. Meetings are not going well. High honours, work occupation, getting people back to work might help. It's a long way turned upside down, so longer than they would have otherwise. Trump's just theft. There's still going to be more theft and looting. Gloomy thoughts, upside down. There were clearing. There was a chance of them clearing, but now they're going to be extended longer than they were. The main person upside down. Grief and adversity is going to continue. Receiving a gift, that's the right way up, so that's a good card. High honours, but a long way. They're going to need more people like those chief of police, the two chief of police that was, or three with the New York, the one from Brooklyn or somewhere, or the Bronx. People in position like that doing what those three guys did, marching and one marched and told his officers to join in the marching, the peaceful marching with people. The other one was standing, kneeling, going down on one knee in solidarity, and the guy from Brooklyn talking to people. We understand your pain and we don't want to do this. We want to work with you on this, and hugging people. They're going to need more people like that. And getting people back to work will help. But there's still a ways to go, longer than there would have been otherwise. Meetings with protest leaders, not all of them are going well. Extension of grief and adversity. Theft. They feel that they're sick of lives being stolen. But there is good news at the end of it. And now it says a Christmas tree. I don't think they're going to go till Christmas. But there's still a period of grief and adversity. If this was that way, I would say that they're getting closer to things going back to normal, but it's not. Things aren't ready to go back to normal yet. A little child upside down. That's normally a good card, but it's upside down. So big hope, big water. Why things are looking glum, there is hope starting to emerge. Military person upside down. This is good to me. This means they're not going to deploy the military. Pleasant letter, upside down. Trump's going to get some not so good news about that. Isolation. It's also institutions. Trump's upside down. He's not going to get his wish for a lot of things, and great happiness coming through. I was looking, hopefully, going to get the change card or living room card, but rich, good girl. Some good things are coming, but it's still going to take a while for things to settle down. I think it could be weeks, a few more weeks yet. But honestly, Trump has made things worse. Got the same thing with him when I used to kip it on him the other day with his incendiary stuff. And it popped up. Normally there's a... I'm not going to do the remove from stream. So I wish I could give you more. Well, how many times have you heard of women who in a domestic violence situation and they can't call the police because their husband's a police officer? Okay. I'm going to wrap up, but I thought hope what this whole thing that's been engineered, Becca, can you give me some clue on that? What's all that about? Was it Hope Hicks and Jared who suggested it, the photo op? Well, let's see. Yeah, like that's so going to happen. Will we do a fun little reading before I go? I'd be happy to do something fun. Hey, how about we see if they're having an affair? Jared Kushner and Hope Hicks, are they doing the bumping nasties? Let's have a look. Jared Kushner and Hope Hicks having an affair. Are they bumping nasties? I'll do that before I sign off. Yeah, no, he's pissed off about it. But anyway, he probably figured it out on the way. Cute. Oh, wow, good on her. She probably that was just one step too far for her. So let's have a look. I hope Hicks and Jared Kushner having an affair. Are they bumping nasties? Ten of Swords, that's a no. Wheel of Fortune is a yes. So that's betrayal of Ivanka, probably. Knight of Cups, yep. High Priestess, yes. Six of Cups, yes. King of Cups, yes. Yeah, they are. They are. Six of Cups, children. Oh, is she pregnant? Is Hope Hicks pregnant by Jared? Entertainment purposes only, YouTube. Hypothetical. Is Hope Hicks pregnant by Jared? Yes, maybe yes. Maybe. No, 2 maybes and a yes is a yes. Oh, God, that is just so wild. Anyway, scandalous. A cousin of my husband's, lovely man, and I like talking to his wife. Well, his wife is a cousin of my husband, but anyway, he's a lovely man. And I was talking to his wife, and I said, let's gossip. And he's going, now gossip. Now, you've got to be careful about gossip. And he says, you've got to ask yourself before you talk about something, is it right? Is it kind? And is it necessary? Which is all very well and good. But me being me, turned around and said, none of that matters if it's salacious. Okay. No, Connie. That baby I was talking about is Hope Hicks being pregnant by Jared. Hi, Connie Brown. It's so lovely to see you, but you've joined in very late and I'm just about to sign off. Night, Eunice. Look, I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me for a bit of, and I hope I've given you some light relief as well. And yeah, love you all so much. And I will see you on Sunday, okay? Dead zone. Love you all, my darlings, and hopefully we won't have this comment thing popping up next time. Bye-bye.